The federal budget this week included an announcement of $16 billion for road and rail infrastructure across the country. Western Australia received $1.7 billion for their rail projects. Queensland received $1.7 billion for a rail line to the Sunshine Coast. But South Australia received funding for road interchanges and the South Eastern Freeway, but nothing for rail. Recommendation 3 from the Select Committee on Public and Active Transport, which I chaired, states that, quote, state government considers reactivation of regional rail for freight, particularly grain and passenger services. And recommendation 4 states, and I quote, that the state government should incentivise passenger rail between Adelaide and Melbourne, stopping at regional towns in South Australia, end quote. My question to the Minister for Regional Development, therefore, is the Minister concerned about the lack of funding for regional rail in the federal budget, and what action has the Minister taken to advocate for regional rail for South Australia?
Minister for Primary Industries and Regional Development.
Thank you, Mr President. I thank the honourable member for his question. I think it's fair to say that there is a lot of connection, I guess, or desire to be able to utilise rail in ways that will suit both passengers and freight. In terms of that discussion, there are multiple factors that are involved, including, for example, on the Eyre Peninsula, this was a discussion that came up at Country Cabinet in regards to freight, not in regard to passenger rail, last week, and discussions around the impacts on ports if regional rail was reinstated for freight, and whether a monopoly which could ensue would necessarily be in the interests of farmers and in the interests of the region more broadly. So it's certainly fair to say that all aspects of rail have multiple factors to be taken into account. In terms of what the Minister in the other place may have advocated for to the federal government, that is something that certainly I can ask him and bring back a response.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, the Honourable Mr Simms.
Has the Minister herself raised this matter with the Minister for Transport or with her federal counterparts, given the importance of regional rail for development in the regions?
Minister.
Thank you, Mr President. I thank the honourable member for his supplementary question. Certainly I have frequent conversations on many matters to do with regional areas, including transport and rail transport with my colleague in the other place. It's obviously within his portfolio area in a direct sense.